Welcome, dear ones. So today I tell you a little bit, just a little bit something about how the Remembrance Sign came into manifestation. Well, short version, I was called to give up my workspace that I had, a big one, and I liked it very much there. I just got a place where I could teach yoga and meditation and all that. I had to give up that, and actually I was thrown into it by the landlords telling me that I have to move out the apartment because they need it themselves. So what did I do? I went to travel because I knew immediately within 2 minutes that it's a calling to go traveling. With other circumstances also, but I will talk about that in our circles. And then I started to travel. All of a sudden, it made me lay down. Other things happened. And then there was a huge storm. My hand was guided to draw that sign. I didn't know what was happening. I mean, the whole circumstances around it I will tell about later because it's a very interesting story. And I started to draw. It was like 11 o'clock at night. And first I had my designer mind along with it when I realized, no, this is not it. It's just the simple guidance from the pencil and hand to bring something on the paper. And then when I was finished, I was sitting there like, now what? What is this? And why me? And why through me? And I sat there and I said, by the time it was like 11:15 or so, I was like, I need some brain food because I don't believe that this is anything for whatever. And I started to measure these things in that sign and started to realize that much of it is in the golden angle. And then I was like, I better take this serious. But still, why me? I still don't know. I still don't understand. But what I do know is, okay, if I'm called to bring this onto this planet, I better go and share it. At the beginning, I shared it with a few people. And everybody I shared it with was moved by it, was feeling the power. Some wanted to know more and did things with it. Some of them went with the pendula, and without an exception, really without an exception, everybody was touched by it. Everybody was sometimes too overwhelmed or very overwhelmed. And it started to give me the courage to share it a little wider and a little wider. And I kept having people experimenting with it because I still didn't really believe in what came through. And I didn't take it as serious as my friends and my environment did. But they started to test it out with plants, with water, with animals, with themselves, with I started to integrate it in the soul-freeing journeys. And every time I did that and when everybody else did it, something happened and something profound happened. So yes, it took me 6 years now to really start going out with it, to really start sharing it, and to I think I have now gained the confidence to share what we can do with it and to share its beauty, its glory. It is here to support us in these massive transformational times. It has still not released its full potential because it would be too much for everybody, too much. So every time some people have received its potential, it will release a little more of its potential and its strength and its support. And of course, humanity is in a growing process, and it always supports the human or the animal or the plant or the rock or whatever it is, the water, of course, exactly with how much is needed and where it's needed. And that sign is very, very wise. It knows exactly what it's doing. So this is how it was born. It's the very short version of it. I will share more in our circle on Patreon. There are different levels. In the smallest level, you support us bringing it out into nature. It really should go out globally, so we very much appreciate your support. Honestly, I gave everything I had, all resources on any level, financial level, mental level, body level. And your support is your presence, is your sharing our videos, our messages, and also money-wise. As long as we still have money, we very much appreciate your support. So there we will share some. If you take a larger level, you will experience and receive more of those sharing. I like it much better when we gather in circles. So that's when you call us in. And soul freeing fire, watch out for that, because that's going to be so good. We gather around the fire and I travel with that old little bus that just came to me. So I'm very much looking forward to be in interaction with you. I'm very much looking forward to what you have to share, what you would like to comment in this video, on Instagram, in Patreon. So let's stay in co-creation. Let us co-create the new. So thank you very much for walking on your path, and thank you much, much more to be along, to be in our circles, and for being present. Thank you very much.